Hello everybody and welcome to another top 5 board gaming video. As always, it's the beginning of the month and that means it's time to look at March's upcoming games that I am really excited for. So as always, these are games that are either recently released or are going to be released sometime relatively soon, and they're ones that I'm just looking forward to playing, buying, or just in general I'm excited to see coming about. So of course I want to hear what you guys have to say, put it all in the comments below, but with that we are going to get right in with my number 5. At number 5, I've got Steampunk Rally Fusion. Part of the reason for this is because I don't think Steampunk Rally gets enough love. It's a really great, fun game that has modular aspects to it where you build a racer and you're trying to go and win the game. And Fusion is actually a standalone version of the game that includes real inventors from the past, and it includes the idea of fusion power as well as some new events and all sorts of other special stuff. It sounds like a really cool thing, plus you can integrate it with the original one. It's great to see the game getting some love. Steampunk Rally Fusion, my number 5. At number 4, I've got Stuffed Fables. Oh brother! So in this particular game, it's an extension of the original one, where now the young girl that was the main character of the first game is older and wiser, theoretically, and she has a younger brother. Now the younger brother is the one who is being protected by the same stuffed animals, and we also see the addition of some new animals, some new mechanics, and a brand new story. I love the mechanics of the game. I absolutely adore the storybook style of the scenario-driven aspect of it. I think that it's a really interesting thing to see, and as far as I can tell, it's a standalone as well. So very exciting. Stuffed Fables, oh brother, my number 4. At number 3, I've got Doctor Who Time Clash against the Cybermen. So the original base game of this features primarily Peter Capaldi as the Doctor, and the idea is that you're going against the Daleks. You're playing cards that either help or hinder either side, and it's all sorts of wibbly wobbly timey-wimey stuff and all this sort of thing. But most importantly, we are missing Cybermen. So that's what the expansion adds. It adds the Cybermen, it adds new scenarios, and arguably most importantly, it adds Matt Smith as the 11th Doctor as a new character that we can see in the game. So very exciting. Doctor Who Time Clash against the Cybermen, my number 3. At number 2, I've got Dragon Ball Z, the board game Saga. This is kind of an interesting one because, as you all probably know, Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z has been around for decades, pretty much longer than most of us have been alive. And the fact is, there is a lot of material to go from, and this board game is attempting to take all of the major aspects of Dragon Ball Z and kind of stick them all together. Kind of like the way that they did with the video games, where it's like, what if this person was going against this person, but now in a board game realm of sorts. So it seems like it's really interesting. I'm kind of excited to see it, and on top of that, you do actually have some scenario driven aspects where you can play through the show the same way that you had in the anime or the manga or whatever you want to say. But I'm really excited. I'm really curious how it goes, especially in terms of mixing and matching. Dragon Ball Z, the board game Saga, my number 2. At number 1, I've got X-Men, Mutant Insurrection. So the main reason that this is at number 1 is because it's from Fantasy Flight, and I have a feeling that it's why we have not seen a lot of X-Men in Marvel Champions. So basically, X-Men Mutant Insurrection is all about basically going around and doing what the X-Men do. You're trying to go around, recruit, save, and help out everybody, while at the same time trying to destroy all the bad guys and doing all this kind of stuff, traveling around the world. It seems like an interesting game. It's got a lot of dice rolling involved. It's got a little bit of deck building and card playing and stuff like that. But like I said, the main reason that I've got it is because I think it's why Marvel Champions is so far behind in terms of having X-Men being available. And that's why Mutant Insurrection is my number 1. Well everybody, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video on my top 5 games that I am looking forward to in March of 2021. Again, these are games that have either recently been released or are slated to be released relatively soon, so there's a huge number of games that can go on any of these lists, but I absolutely adore doing them. I hope that you guys like watching them. As always, of course, please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. What do you think of my choices? What are your personal choices, especially some new announcements that have come out, which ones do you like to see? And again, if you haven't done so already, please take a look at my various social media pages where you can interact with myself and my channel in all sorts of different and fun ways. It's a lot of really cool stuff, and I love to hear from you in any way that I possibly can. That said, we are still fighting COVID. It's going down. We're bringing it down. Let's keep going. Let's fight it. Let's beat it. We'll do it. All right? So with that, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.